Welcome back to Bike Culture Hub, the channel where passion meets performance and where we take you deep inside the machines that make your heart race. Today, we've got something truly legendary to talk about. It's not just a motorcycle, it's an icon that has defined raw power and muscle on two wheels for decades. Yes, we're talking about the brand new 2025 Yamaha VMAX 1700, a bike that's been reborn for 2025 with more muscle, more style, and more attitude than ever before. So buckle up, because by the end of this deep dive, you're going to know exactly why the new VMAX might just be the ultimate power cruiser of our time. The VMAX has always been about one thing: unapologetic performance. It was the bike that introduced the world to the concept of a muscle cruiser back in the mid-80s, and over the years it has evolved, adapted, and refined its brute force approach. The 2025 model takes everything we loved about its predecessors: the monstrous V4 engine, the drag strip demeanor, and the bold stance, and brings it into the modern age with cutting-edge technology, improved handling, and aggressive design lines that command attention wherever it goes. At the heart of this beast lies the 1,700 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled DOHC V4 engine, a true engineering masterpiece. Yamaha has reworked this power plant for 2025 to deliver even more ferocious torque and smoother power delivery across the rev range. We're talking about a motor that pumps out around 200 horsepower and close to 170 Nm of torque, giving the bike a visceral surge of acceleration that feels like being launched from a catapult. That V4 layout is a big part of the Max's soul. It's smooth yet raw, refined yet brutal, and it creates a symphony of mechanical thunder that's unmistakably VMAX. Whether you're rolling on the throttle in first gear or blasting down the highway in top gear, the engine delivers relentless thrust and a grin-inducing soundtrack that will echo in your helmet long after the ride is over. But what makes the 2025 VMAX more than just a straight-line monster is how Yamaha has transformed its chassis and dynamics. The aluminum diamond-type frame has been stiffened and lightened, cutting several kilos off the bike's curb weight without compromising stability. A fully adjustable $43 million front fork and a high-spec rear monoshock provide a perfect balance of comfort and control, allowing you to carve corners with surprising agility for a bike of this size. Yamaha's engineers have worked tirelessly on mass centralization and weight distribution, making the bike feel planted yet nimble, even when you're pushing it hard through twisty roads. The low center of gravity combined with a revised swing arm design enhances stability during aggressive acceleration, and the new slipper clutch helps smooth out downshifts, especially when braking hard into corners. Speaking of brakes, stopping power is crucial when you've got this much engine on tap, and the VMAX delivers in spades. Dual 320mm wave discs up front with 6-piston radial mount calipers bite with authority, while a 298mm disc at the rear complements the setup. The latest generation cornering ABS system and traction control are now standard, giving you an extra layer of confidence when riding at the edge of the performance envelope. There's also a selectable riding mode system, letting you dial the throttle response and power delivery to match your mood, whether you want a more relaxed cruise or full-blown adrenaline. The electronics suite has taken a big leap forward for 2025. The VMAX now features a full-color TFT display that's crisp, bright, and packed with information. You can monitor ride modes, traction settings, fuel consumption, and even lean angle data. Bluetooth smartphone connectivity lets you access calls, music, and navigation right from the dash, keeping you connected without taking your eyes off the road. Yamaha's new ride-by-wire system gives precise throttle control, and an optional quickshifter with auto-blip makes gear changes lightning fast and buttery smooth. Design-wise, this bike is an absolute showstopper. The VMAX has always had a muscular, almost intimidating silhouette, and Yamaha has taken that to the next level. The sculpted air intakes on either side of the tank are now more pronounced, feeding the engine while visually emphasizing the bike's raw power. The fuel tank, actually under the seat as before, has been reshaped to give the bike an even more aggressive waistline. Massive 200-section rear rubber adds to the drag bike stance, while the minimalist LED headlight and sleek tail section modernize the look without losing the Max's iconic DNA. Every line and curve on this bike screams power, purpose, and prestige. Even the paint options reflect this attitude, with deep metallic blacks, molten red, and stealthy gunmetal finishes that shimmer under the sun and glow under city lights. Comfort hasn't been forgotten either. Yamaha has redesigned the seat for better support on long rides, and the ergonomics have been subtly tweaked for a slightly more upright posture. This makes it easier to handle during everyday riding while still giving you that locked-in feel when you twist the throttle. Despite its fearsome performance, the VMAX can be surprisingly manageable at low speeds, making it just as suitable for weekend cruising as it is for full-throttle blasts. One of the most unique aspects of the 2025 VMAX is how it bridges the gap between cruiser and superbike. Most cruisers focus on relaxed torque and style, while sport bikes chase high RPM performance, but the VMAX refuses to choose. It gives you the soul and swagger of a cruiser with the muscle and madness of a sport machine. That's a rare combination, and it's what makes the VMAX such a standout in today's motorcycle market. It's not trying to be everything for everyone, it's built for riders who want an uncompromising, adrenaline-charged experience wrapped in a body that turns heads wherever it goes. Yamaha is positioning this bike as a premium flagship muscle cruiser, and the price reflects that. The 2025 Yamaha VMAX 1700 is expected to land in showrooms at around $21,000 to $23,000, depending on market and trim options. For that price, you're not just buying a motorcycle, you're buying a statement. A machine that says you value power, engineering excellence, and timeless design above all else. In a world where many bikes are becoming softer, friendlier, and more generic, the VMAX stands proud as a celebration of excess. It doesn't compromise, it doesn't apologize, and it doesn't blend in. It's the kind of bike that makes you fall in love with riding all over again every time you fire up that snarling V4 and feel the ground tremble beneath you. So, if you've been dreaming of owning a bike that delivers the kind of visceral thrill most machines can only hint at, the 2025 Yamaha VMAX 1700 deserves a top spot on your list. It's the perfect blend of history, modern technology, and brute force performance, and it reclaims its throne as the king of muscle cruisers. In a world where many bikes are becoming softer, friendlier, and more generic, the VMAX stands proud as a celebration of excess. It doesn't compromise, it doesn't apologize, and it doesn't blend in. It's the kind of bike that makes you fall in love with riding all over again every time you fire up that snarling V4 and feel the ground tremble beneath you. So, if you've been dreaming of owning a bike that delivers the kind of visceral thrill most machines can only hint at, the 2025 Yamaha VMAX 1700 deserves a top spot on your list. It's the perfect blend of history, modern technology, and brute force performance, and it reclaims its throne as the king of muscle cruisers. Thanks for riding along with us today on Bike Culture Hub. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2025 Yamaha VMAX, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss our future reviews. We've got plenty more legendary machines to explore, and your support keeps this community thriving. Until next time, ride safe, ride fast, and keep the culture alive.